Good morning, world. And this is Just for Joe News. Here are some of the hottest news of today. August 31st, 2023. Hurricane Idalia slams Florida's Gulf Coast, moves into Carolinas, leaving a trail of destruction. In a swift and devastating display of nature's power, Hurricane Idalia made landfall along Florida's Gulf Coast, causing widespread havoc before marching its way into the Carolinas. The storm, which had been monitored closely by meteorological agencies, left a trail of destruction in its wake, prompting emergency responses and evacuation efforts across the affected regions. As Hurricane Idalia approached the Florida Gulf Coast, authorities and residents braced themselves for impact. The storm's powerful winds, which reached sustained speeds of up to 130 miles per hour, tore through coastal communities, uprooting trees, snapping power lines, and causing extensive structural damage to homes and buildings. Storm surges, exacerbated by the full moon, led to severe flooding along the coast, submerging streets and forcing residents to seek higher ground. Biden stresses need to prepare for more climate disasters like Hurricane Idalia, Maui fires in speech today. In a compelling address today, President Joe Biden emphasized the urgency of addressing climate change and the need for increased preparedness in the face of escalating climate-related disasters. His speech came on the heels of the devastating Hurricane Idalia's impact on Florida's Gulf Coast and the destructive Maui fires, both of which underscore the growing threats posed by climate-driven emergencies. Speaking from the White House, President Biden expressed his concern over the rising frequency and severity of climate-related events, highlighting that these occurrences are no longer isolated incidents, but rather a clear pattern of environmental instability. He stressed the necessity of a comprehensive response to mitigate the impacts of climate change, while also improving our ability to respond effectively to emergencies. Saudi Arabia invests in sports as it seeks to reshape its world image. In a bold move aimed at reshaping its world image, Saudi Arabia has announced a substantial investment in the sports industry. With a focus on hosting major sporting events and nurturing local talent, the oil-rich kingdom aims to diversify its economy and project a more progressive and open image to the global community. Under the ambitious plan, Saudi Arabia intends to host several high-profile international sporting events, including football tournaments, motorsports championships, tennis competitions, and golf tournaments. These events will not only attract athletes and fans from around the world, but also create substantial economic opportunities for the kingdom. CDC reports sharp increase in suicide and homicide rates among young Americans in recent years. Alarming new data released by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, reveals a distressing trend. Suicide and homicide rates among young Americans have experienced a significant and concerning surge in the last several years. The report sheds light on the urgent need for increased mental health support and violence prevention efforts to address this troubling crisis. According to the CDC's findings, suicide rates among individuals aged 15 to 24 have risen by a staggering 45% between 2016 and 2021. This surge represents a distressing reversal of progress made in previous years and highlights the profound impact of various societal factors on the mental well-being of young people. And those were some of the hottest news of today, August 31st, 2023. To get the latest news, like and follow our page at Just for Joe News, or you can visit our website at www.justforjoeynews.com. Again, good morning, world. This is Just for Joe News. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.